Shannon Sharpe deserves every bit of the smoke that he's getting right now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Well, everybody knows about the Shannon Sharpe situation because it's literally everywhere. And what I want to say about this is I'm sick and tired of every time one of these black celebrity men get in trouble with a white woman. They always want to, the black community always wants to make excuses of why this person got in trouble. Oh, well, he shouldn't have been messing with someone who was so young. Oh, if he were with a black woman, this wouldn't have happened. Here's a little clip from a show with Mace and Cameron.
$10 million. They declined it. They want $50 million out of the case. Audio files have been released. Text messages have been released. He released
What
the
is
video.
saying audio? Because I want to make sure what I heard.
Something about choking her, and she was like, I don't want to be choked. And he was like, yes, you do. But he's claiming it was an edited audio file. That's a lot of different parts. And I know for the audience, I'm summing it up. If you want to know more details, it is online. But Mace.
His new, and also Mace's new audio came out yesterday. He said, I want a big back, I put a big black baby in you.
Oh, man.
He said, a little white girl put a big black baby in you, or something to that effect.
Wow. This is a lot. Where do we start? The girl is 19. He's how old?
54 or 56.
50. Let's just say 50, in the late 50s, right? So he's in his late 50s. She 19. This is a lot. This is a lot because I know when I'm hearing people, they're like, "Well, this wouldn't have happened with a black girl." Let's start right there. With a black girl, he probably would have paid child support. There's a lot of things. It would have been easier. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not for this, but it would have been easier with a black girl if let's say she was from the project.
What? Do you all see how the only black woman in the room is snickering and laughing? She's snickering and laughing. And I know Mace and Cameron, they're trying to be funny, but they mean what they're saying. Because there are so many videos where people are saying the same thing. So an older woman would allow someone to just shove something in their backside and hurt them, and it would be okay because she's an older woman. It's okay to mistreat or abuse an older woman? Really? Oh, it's okay to mistreat and abuse a black woman because if this were a 19-year-old black woman, then he can beat her, tear her up during sex, and do all kinds of things, and she would have just been satisfied with some food stamps. Like it's some sort of joke. Oh, you could do that to a black woman. You could beat her up. You could choke her. You could do all of this stuff to her. And she probably would have took $2,000 or $3,000. You know, you wouldn't have had to pay her no $50 million. She wouldn't be asking for that. In fact, she wouldn't even have said anything at all. This is what they do every single time these guys get in trouble. It's your fault that you are in this trouble, Shannon Sharpe. It is your fault. You think that because you have some money, you can just treat people any old kind of way. It doesn't matter how old the woman is. It doesn't matter how young the woman is. It doesn't matter what color her skin is. You do not have the right to mistreat and abuse someone and think that you can just throw them $10 million and that's supposed to be okay. Well, in this case, this lady got herself a lawyer, and they want to let you know that it isn't okay. Now, I want to get into something that Stephen A. Smith, who thinks he's going to run for president, and of course the Democrat Party is doomed, and they lost a lot of support from especially black male voters this last election. So they want to get someone that they think is going to add some sort of life to their primaries come next presidential season, election season. So they're trying to court Stephen A. Smith, thinking that he's going to have a bunch of athletes and all these other people come out to support him, and it's going to energize things. I think that the electorate has gotten sick of celebrities telling us who to vote for. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They're not. So the average person listening, I mean, it didn't work for Kamala Harris. I mean, she had every booty shaker, every celebrity rolling out of the clown car. So it's not going to be different if Stephen A. Smith rolls some athletes out of the clown car during the election season. They are in a total different category, income bracket, and everything when it comes to politics. So who they want to vote for or who they tell you to vote for is really just worthless. But Stephen A. Smith has been very careful with trotting out his opinion about what's going on with Shannon Sharpe. He had vouched for Shannon Sharpe. He had pulled Shannon Sharpe into some projects with the whole spiel that Stephen A. Smith did on his show. All pretty much, in my opinion, it was him defending Shannon Sharpe, claiming that they're friends. He's his friend. He hopes that these allegations go away, that the lawsuit goes away, that it turns out it's not true. And that Disney would not want their brand associated with Shannon Sharpe amidst these allegations and text messages and different things like that. But that didn't stop them from affiliating with him before when he was accused of doing this to another woman. So, I think that Stephen A. Smith knows how Shannon Sharpe rolls. I mean, I can't imagine that you're signing these big deals with these brands and these huge corporations, and they don't ask you about your past, any lawsuits, any morality clauses or anything. They don't inquire about anything in your past that could come up that could tarnish their brand. I mean, this isn't the first woman who accused him of something. There's another woman who accused him of sex assault in a defamation suit. And her name happens to be Michelle. And it was a couple of months ago where he released some video. Not the same Michelle, but was he trying to taunt this Michelle by releasing some sort of sex tape, banging on someone, calling her Michelle? He could have been trying to taunt this woman that he had allegedly assaulted in the past. So, you have people like Stephen A. Smith trying to pretend as though they, are so clean when they know that they are not clean and they're not associating with clean people. He pulled this man into these deals and stuff. They have to know what kind of person Shannon Sharpe is when the cameras aren't rolling, especially if you're calling them a friend. Disney had no idea that he was accused of and involved in a lawsuit for sexual assault and a defamation lawsuit before they gave him these platforms and stuff like that. The people that was about to sign $100 million deal with him, they had no idea that he was involved in a lawsuit regarding sexual assault in the past. They had to know. These people have too much money and too much on the line to not know that this person that they're trying to sign to a major deal has been accused of sexual assault in the past. Were they willing, if they did know, they must have been willing to turn a blind eye. But people are creatures of habit, so he's doing the same thing, and this time it blows up in a big way. And now everybody wants to pretend as though they have no idea that he was like that. Well, I mean, really? Really? I don't think so. I think that there had to be people that knew that he was like this. They were willing to turn a blind eye. And these women that have come forward saying that he is a beast in the bedroom, and not in a good way. These people had to have known that these allegations were out there, these lawsuits were out there. I guess they thought that he was going to pay to keep it quiet. And, that's what he attempted to do with the $10 million. And for all of you people out there saying, well, if it was a black woman, we wouldn't have heard about it. Why? Because he can just rape her, beat her up, and throw her a couple of dollars to keep her mouth shut. You should be ashamed of yourself for even saying something like that. And if you are a black woman and you have this mindset, or you want to kiki and giggle and laugh at the thought that black women can be raped, beaten, their private areas ripped up from men having forcible, rough sex with them, and you're just not supposed to tell anybody, not supposed to go to the cops, not supposed to sue, and just take some chump change as a settlement, you should be ashamed of yourself too. Because black women don't deserve to be treated like that. And if Shannon Sharpe is in trouble because he treated a woman like that, irregardless of her color, she should really be going to the police. He should really be going to jail. So if he worked and built up all this wealth for himself, and because of his own actions, someone comes along and sues him and takes a good chunk of his money and ruins his reputation and things like that, that's on him, because that's what he chose to do. That's how he chose to move out here in this world. And it doesn't matter the race or the age of the woman. He should not have done that woman like that. And for you sick black idiots who want to pretend as though it would have been okay had he did that to a black woman, you are disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself every single time one of these monkeys get in trouble. And you damn right I said a monkey, because they're not acting like a decent human being. Anytime one of these bitches get in trouble, they always want to say, oh, well, had he did it to a black woman, he wouldn't have gotten trouble. She would have just took some chump change and we wouldn't have even heard about it. It's not okay to abuse black women. So he gets every bit of trouble that he gets. I hope they take him for every nickel, every penny, every dime that he has. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Peace.